commence. But before it does, please do remember to enter your name. You can see the instructions for how to do so on the easel by the fireplace. Thank you. Hello. I believe there are some spirits here in my study with me. Yes. My goodness, I see some jolly colourful spirits here. Why, I see one in front of me right here, I believe. This one is named Mickey Tunes. It's an odd name, perhaps. Mr. Michael Toons, perhaps. And yes, I got it. I can see you nodding. I can't hear you, but I can't ask you questions, I suppose. Oh, and we have a seafarer here. And you're the captain of the good ship Cyber, are you? Well, wonderful. Wonderful to have you here, my friends. And over here, my friend Mott. I'm sorry. I think I'm seeing you from behind. I believe your name is probably Tom. Yes. Oh, no, I can't see you anymore. Yes, my eyes aren't what they used to be. Well, I'm so glad to have you here. Oh, and Leroy the Third. My goodness, of the North Hampshire Leroy's. Wonderful. Yes. Well, I am glad to have you here. How rude of me not to introduce myself. My name is Charles, and I am a writer, and I am Oh, so extremely glad to have you here with us this evening because, you see, being a writer can be a rather lonely profession, if I can be candid. Yes, exchanging written missives back and forth in a kind of void. I'm sure you don't know what that is like. Well, here we are, sharing this space and this time together, such as it is. Now, obviously, it's not going to be your normal recital, no. You see, we have a bit of a technological accompaniment, so I'm going to explain to you how tonight will work. If you look over here, you can see the magic lantern. Oh, that's a wonderful piece of technology I remember from being a boy, where a storyteller would spin a tale much as the one I'm going to tell you this evening, but accompanied by magical paintings of colored light projected right through this way. Oh, I felt as if I could step inside these wonderful projections. Well, tonight, here you are, inside this projection with me. Isn't that exciting? Yes. Now, that's not all. Over here as well, this is a bit of a newer piece of technology called the stereoscope. It allows you to see three-dimensional photography. Isn't that remarkable? Well, tonight we are experiencing a kind of stereoscopic magic lantern show. Now, oh, hello there, little spirit, Justin. Welcome. You're just in time, Justin. In this stereoscopic magic lantern show, we are going to share the spirit connection together. It is really happening. I am here. Yes, I can see you. But through some sort of technological wizardry, we will very much follow me, everyone. Let's see if I can explain that. Oh, and of course, I see you all moving well, but you as a spirit tonight, I'm a bit envious because you all have a spirit power. Now, I can tell you're a latecomer, aren't you? Yes, I can tell by your name. Well, sorry, I'm not sure what your name is, but I'm still glad you're here. Wonderful. Where was I? Oh, yes. Now, if you want to move about, there are several ways you can do so as a spirit. Number one is you push forward and with your thumb. Yes, on the front of your spirit hand. Yes, there you are. Oh, goodness. Yes, you are the captain of your own ship. Look at you flitting about. Well done. Now, there is a way that you can move that way. Oh, there you are, Justin, flying up through the ceiling. My goodness. You're going to be some expert spirits in just a short time. Now, there are several modes. This is spirit level number 1. And maybe a kind of purgatorial spirit. If you want to be an expert spirit, you must press down again, not forward or backwards, directly down with your thumb into your hand, as if you were, how shall I put it? Yes, making an indent with your thumb directly down, not moving it forward or back, and this will let you move about even in a different way. This is spirit level number 2. Don't be shy. Line fisher. Yeah, you're doing well. You're quite high there. That's good, is it? Do you attempt fly fishing as well? Yes? There you are, flying about quite well, aren't you? Well done. All right. Now there's some latecomers over here. I see, oh dear, this spirit fell down. All right, now, everyone ready for spirit travel? Astral projection lesson number 3. Now this is expert, all right? If you don't get to it, or if it's too much for you, it's all right. You don't have to. Merely do what's comfortable for you in order to experience the projections. Now, number 3 is you press down with your right thumb once again. Now, in this level, well, you can take any size you wish. If you use your spirit grip, press with your middle finger, bring your hands closer or further apart. You can shrink the projection to the size of a puppet show. You can bring closer and further to you by spinning, while keeping those middle fingers down. You can spin and shrink and grow. Yes, the options for a spirit are really quite remarkable. Oh, I think Cedric might have the hang of it. Yes, yes, well done, Cedric. Yes, we'll make you an expert astral traveler yet. Wonderful. Now, as I was saying, over here you can see the stereoscope. Well, just like we've got this photograph, and they are remarkable. Oh, hello, Diego. Welcome. Yes. In fact, there's a portrait of me you can see in 3 dimensions even now. And there are interpretations of the story I'm going to tell you. Yes, the ghosts are really quite remarkable. Well, we've got a new kind of technological innovation where, rather than just a single still photograph, the very show that I am performing for you tonight can be experienced again. Now, I won't be able to talk to each of you. It will be the same show every time, but it will move in 3 dimensions about you. And you can put it in just like you would put a photograph in front of the stereoscope and experience it over again. Isn't that remarkable? Yes? I see you nodding your head over there. Wonderful. Who are you? Come a bit closer. This little spirit up here. I can't see you. As I said, my eyes aren't what they used to be. Lots of reading in the dark, don't you know? So do come close so I can see who you are, because I've got a question for you. Oh, this is for spirits on the floor. Not much to see down there, just the worms. Maybe something a bit more spooky. Well, I have a question for you all that may shed some light on the matter. Does anyone here appreciate the holidays? Does anyone get filled with glee as they approach, who can't wait? They count the days until they arrive. Who here? Oh, yes, this jolly spirit right here. Leroy. No wonder, yes. Oh, yes, the Leroys are much famed for their Christmas cheer. Anyone else? I see. Well, all right then. Might be a bit of a more personal question. It might not be, I don't know, socially acceptable to say so. But does anyone here maybe feel a kind of anxious melancholy around the holidays? It's not uncommon, you know. Yes, you don't have to be shy. This is a safe space here. For the next hour we will be spending together. Yes, that's a melancholy nod of the head there. Hensley, I'm going to call you Hensley, but that's what we assigned to you. Well, I must say I agree with you, for I'm the same, yes. Although I do find joy during the holiday, somehow the fact that not everyone gets to experience that same joy, well, it really does make me rather melancholy. There were some rather melancholy holidays with my family when I was a young boy, I must say. And therefore I think it's important to acknowledge both kinds, especially at this time of year. Well, I got lost in the past there for a another question. Does anyone have in their astral travel believe in the supernatural? I see you looking off in other directions. All right, if you don't want to. Quite fine. You see, I believe I have, and in this story, it is a holiday story. It is a story, of the holidays, but it's also a ghost story. So, yes, it has. Oh my goodness! Oh my! Well, Watch where you're pointing your rudder there, Mr. Captain. I don't actually mind. If you want to fly through me, you are perfectly welcome to. It might be disturbing for you. All right. Well then, I think it might be time to begin. Okay. Let's see. I think it might be time, because there are only a few more live recitals, live showings left. And you're here, almost the penultimate, only 2 more after this. So this is rather precious to me, and I'm glad you're here. Now, before we begin, I want to make sure that our projectionist, Beauregard, is ready. Beauregard, can you hear me? Yes? Right. Now, if this spirit connection, if your astral travel fails at any point, merely send a missive to our team and we'll get it righted for you as soon as we can. But this is experimental. So, if things start to flicker, or the connection is broken, have patience, stay with us, and we will continue. Now, without further ado, I do hope everyone is ready. Are you ready? Yes? I can't see you shake. Wonderful. All right. Come closer so I can see everyone, yes? Without further ado, I think everyone is ready. Beauregard, are you ready? Yes? And since everyone is ready, without further ado, let's begin. Marley was dead, to begin with. There is no doubt whatever about that. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the story I'm about to relate. Now, Scrooge never painted out old Marley's name. There it stood, for years afterwards, above the warehouse door, Scrooge and Marley. Oh, but he was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Scrooge. No wind that blew was bitterer than he. Nobody ever stopped him in the streets to say with gladsome looks, "Oh, my dear Scrooge, how are you? When will you come to see me? Bah! Oh, dear. But what did Scrooge care? It was the very thing he liked, to edge his way along the crowded paths of life, warning all human sympathy to keep its distance. Once upon a time, of all the good days of the year, on Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy in his counting house. Now, there you are. The door was open that he might keep an eye upon. Stay out of the safe there, Captain. I'm keeping an eye on you. Don't be a troublemaker now. The door was open that he might keep an eye upon his clerk, who in the next cell beyond was copying letters. Now, Scrooge had a very small fire, but the clerk's fire was so very much smaller that it looked like one coal. A Merry Christmas, Uncle! God save you! Now, this was the voice of Scrooge's nephew, who came upon him so quickly that this was the first intimation he had of his approach. Bah! Humbug! Christmas, a humbug, Uncle? Surely you don't mean that. I do. What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough. Well, come then, what right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough. If I could work my will, then every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart. Keep Christmas in your own way, and let me keep it in mine. Keep it, but you don't keep it. Let me leave it alone then. Much good may it do you. Oh, don't be angry, Uncle. Come. Dine with us tomorrow. Yes? I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why cannot we be friends? Good afternoon. Well, I am sorry with all my heart to find you so resolute. But I'll keep my Christmas humor till the last. So, a Merry Christmas, Uncle. Good afternoon. And a Happy New Year. Good afternoon. Oh, a Merry Christmas, Bob. A Merry Christmas to you, good sir. And there's another fellow, my clerk, with 15 shillings a week and a wife and family talking about a Merry Christmas. I'll retire to Bedlam. This lunatic, in letting Scrooge's nephew out, had let another gentleman in. He was portly, Harriet, you understand, but pleasant to behold. And now he stood and tipped his hat to him. Oh, Scrooge and Marley's, I presume. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley? Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. Oh, dear. Well, excuse me. At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we might make some slight provision for the poor and destitute who suffer greatly at the present time. Many thousands are in want of common necessaries. Many hundreds of thousands are in want of common comforts. A few of us are endeavoring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink and means of warmth. Are there no prisons? There are plenty of prisons. And the union workhouses, are they still in operation? They are. Still, I wish I could say they were not. Oh, I'm very glad to hear it. From what you said before, I was afraid that something had happened to stop them in their useful course. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I help to support the establishments I have mentioned, and those who are badly off must go there. But, sir, many can't go there, and many would rather die. If they would rather die, they had better do it, and decrease the surplus population. Good afternoon, sir. Well, seeing clearly that it would be useless to pursue their point, the gentlemen withdrew. Meanwhile, the fog and darkness thickened. Perhaps you spirits up there can see it better than me. At length, the hour of shutting up the counting-house arrived, and with an ill will, Scrooge dismounted from his stool and tacitly admitted the fact to the expectant clerk. Well, you'll want all day tomorrow, I suppose? Well, if it's quite convenient, sir. No, it's not convenient, and it's not fair. If I was to stop half a crown for it, you'd think yourself ill-used, I'll be bound. Yet you don't think me ill-used when I pay a day's wages for no work. Well, sir, it is only once a year, sir. Poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. But I suppose you must have the whole day. Be here all the earlier next morning. The clerk promised that he would, and Scrooge walked out with a growl. His usual melancholy dinner and his usual melancholy tavern, and he went home. Now, he lived in... Oh, come with me now. He looks rather harmless like this, doesn't he? More like an old tabby cat. Now, Scrooge lived in a gloomy suite of rooms in a lowering old pile of a building. Now, what are you doing? Oh, yes, the captain has it. Remember, We ran through your spirit power. You must move about the projections. It's not a passive experience. Yes, come on, follow me now. Come on. Let's see you use that spirit power. There we go, Diego. Well done. Michael, well done. Now, there was nothing at all unusual about the knocker on the door. Well, that spirit right there, you can see, Michael, that it is very large. Well, then let any of the spirits here explain to me how it is that Scrooge, having his key in the lock of the door, saw in the knocker not a knocker, but Marley's face. Marley's face! As Scrooge looked fixedly at this phenomenon, it was a knocker again. Pooh. Now, Scrooge was not a man to be frightened by echoes, but he did walk through his rooms just to make sure that all was right. No one under the bed. No one behind the chair. No one in his dressing gown, which was, well, hanging in a rather suspicious attitude against the wall. I mean, you can see yourself. That's a very suspicious nightgown. Then his glance happened to rest upon a bell, a disused bell that hung in the corner of the room, and it was with a great astonishment and an inexplicable dread that he saw this bell begin to swing. It rang out loudly, succeeded by a deep clanking noise down below, as if some person were dragging heavy chains over the casks in the wine merchant's cellar. It's humbug still. I won't believe it. Oh no! What do you want with me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Well, who were you then? You're particular for a shade.
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley. You don't believe me.
I don't.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because a little thing affects them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheats. You might be an undigested bit of beef, a crumb of cheese, or a fragment of an underdone potato. There's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. Mercy! Dreadful apparition. Why do you trouble me?
Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do. I must. You are fettered. Tell me why.
I wear the chains I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard. I girded it on of my own free will, and of my own free will I wore it. But you know the weight and length of the strong coil you bear yourself. It is a ponderous strain.
Oh, Jacob Marley, tell me more. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I am here tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate, a chance and hope of my procuring Ebenezer.
Oh, you always were a good friend to me. Thank you.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope you mentioned, Jacob?
It is
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first tomorrow when the bell tolls one.
Couldn't I take 'em all at once and have it over with, Jacob?
Expect the second on the next night at the same hour. The third upon the next night when the last stroke of 12 has ceased to vibrate. Look to see me no more. And look that, for your own sake, you remember what has passed between us.
The air was filled with phantoms, wandering hither and thither and whispering as they went. All right, little spirits, this is the part where I need your help. Everyone come closer, because I'm going to give the ability for Scrooge to see you just this once. So let's give him a haunting he won't forget. Cyber Captain, I'm looking at you. Go ahead. Be on your worst behavior now on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You are revealed. What is this? Stay away from me! Who are you? Go away! What are these? Stay! No! Oh, I'm so cold! Get away! It's inside of me! Oh, God, no! All right. That's it. Well done, little spirits. Now, whether these creatures faded into mist or mist enshrouded them, he could not tell, but they were invisible. Well done. Yes, that was a haunting he won't forget very soon. Wonderfully done. Oh, my goodness. Now, Scrooge closed the window, and from the emotion he'd undergone, or the fatigues of the day, or, Michael is in glimpse of the invisible world. And that's you now. He went straight to bed without undressing and fell asleep upon the instant. Shh. Well, then, since you have exerted yourself, well done, Diego. Well done. Yes, let's take a moment for everyone to hydrate, all right? And then we will continue on. I'll do the same, but in solidarity, since you can't drink anything. I'll just remember what water tastes like. Here we go. Ah, yes, that would be refreshing. All right, everyone had a chance to take a drink. Wonderful. Well then, you all ready? Yes? Well, now let's continue. Now, when Scrooge awoke, it was dark, and he was endeavoring to pierce the darkness when the chimes of a neighboring church struck. 12. The ghost had warned of a visitation when the bell tolled 1, so he resolved to lie awake. Until at length it broke upon his listening ear with a deep, dark, hollow, melancholy 1. Light flashed upon the room upon the instant, and the curtains of his bed were drawn aside, and Scrooge, sitting up suddenly, found himself face to face with the unearthly visitor who drew them as close to it as I am to you right now, Mr. Túnez. Or actually, you are rather closer, aren't you? Are you the spirit, sir, whose coming was foretold to me?
I am?
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past!
Long past?
No, your past!
Well, what business brings you here?
Your welfare!
Oh, well, I'm much obliged, but I can't help thinking that a night of unbroken rest would have been more conducive to that end.
Your reclamation, then. Take heed. Rise and walk with me.
As the words were spoken, they passed through the wall and stood upon an open country road with fields on either hand. The city had entirely vanished. It was a clear, cold winter evening with snow upon the ground. Oh, good heaven! I was bred in this place. I was a boy here. Oh.
Your lip is trembling, and what is that upon your cheek?
A pimple. I beg of you, lead me where you will.
You recollect the way?
Oh, know it. Oh, I could walk it blindfolded.
Strange to have forgotten it after so many years. Let us go on.
They walked along the road, Scrooge recognizing every gate and post and tree, until a little market town appeared in the distance. Oh, yes, there it is over there, with its church, its bridge, and its winding river.
The school is not yet deserted. A solitary child, neglected by his friends, is left there still.
I know. Entering the dreary hall, there was a chilly bareness in the place, which associated itself somehow with too much getting up by candlelight and not too much to eat. A door at the back of the house disclosed a long, bare, melancholy room, made barer still by these lines of plain desks, and at one of them a lonely boy was reading near a feeble fire, and Scrooge wept to see his poor forgotten self as he used to be. Oh. 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 Suddenly a man in foreign garments, wonderfully real and distinct to look at, stood outside the window. With an axe stuck in his belt and leading by the bridle a donkey laden with wood. Oh, hello there. Why, it's Ali Baba. Oh, why, it's dear old honest Ali Baba. Yes, I know. One Christmas when yonder solitary child was left there all alone, he did come. He did come for the first time, just like that. Oh. Oh, poor boy. No, poor boy. I wish it's too late now.
What is the matter?
Nothing. Nothing. There was a boy singing a Christmas carol outside my door last night. I should like to have given him something, that's all.
Let us see another Christmas.
They have at that moment left the school behind them, and they were now in the busy thoroughfares of a city. And here, too, it was Christmas time again, and the ghost stopped at a certain warehouse door.
Do you know it?
Know it? I was apprenticed here. Oh, it's old Fezziwig, bless his heart. Why, it's Fezziwig alive again. Oh. Yo-ho there, Ebenezer! Scrooge's former self, now grown a young man, came briskly in. Oh, yo-ho, my boy, no more work tonight. Christmas Eve, Ebenezer. Highly ho, my lads, clear away. Let's have lots of room here. Oh, there was nothing they wouldn't have cleared away with old Fezziwig looking on. It was done in a moment. The lamps were trimmed, and the warehouse was as snug and bright a ballroom as you would desire to see on a winter's night. In came a fiddler with a music book. In came Mrs. Fezziwig, one vast, substantial smile. And in came the three Miss Fezziwigs, and in came the 6 young followers whose hearts they broke. In came all the young men and young women involved in the business, and away they all went, 20 couples, round and round. Come on, everyone, no parking, get on the dance floor. Let's see what you can do with those spirit movements I taught you. Yes, and there you are, doing very well. Oh, yes, you're wonderful bobs there. Yes, Justin, very impressive. Now, during the whole of this, Scrooge acted like a man out of his wits. His heart and soul were in the scene and with his former self. Yes! Oh, yes! He remembered everything, enjoyed everything, and he underwent the strangest agitation. Yes.
A small matter to make these silly folks so filled with gratitude.
Small?
Why? Is it not You spent but a few pounds of your mortal money. Is it so much that he deserves this praise?
It isn't that, Spirit. He has the power to render us happy or unhappy, to make our service light or burdensome, a pleasure or a toil. The happiness he brings is quite as great as if it cost a fortune.
What is the matter?
Nothing particular. I should like to be able to say a word or two to my clerk just now, that's all.
My time grows short. Quick!
This produced an immediate effect, for again Scrooge saw himself. He was older now, a man in the prime of life. His face had not the harsh lines of later years, as you see him now, but it had begun to wear the signs of care and avarice. He sat by the side of a fair young girl. A fair young girl in whose eyes there were tears. If anyone is feeling embodied in their feminine energy, perhaps come closer to me, because this role is a bit of a stretch, and I could use your help. By osmosis, perhaps. Another idol has displaced me, and if it can comfort you in time to come, as I would have tried to do, I have no just cause to grieve. No, what idol has displaced you? A golden one. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one until the master passion, gain, engrosses you. Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so. You are changed. I release you with a full heart. May you be happy in the life you have chosen. She left him and they parted. No, 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 no. Spirit, show me no more. Conduct me home.
I told you that these were shadows of things that have been. That they are what they are. Do not blame me.
Remove me. I cannot bear it. Haunt me no longer. He turned upon the ghost, and seeing that it looked at him with a face in which there were fragments of all the faces it had shown him, he wrestled with it. All right, that's enough now. He was conscious of being exhausted and overcome by an irresistible drowsiness, and further of being in his own bedroom. He barely had time to reel to bed before he sank into a heavy, heavy sleep. That's enough now. Oh my, well, that got rather intense, didn't it, Justin? All right, I believe this is a perfect opportunity to let everyone rehydrate again. So go on, if you have some liquid nearby. This is a few seconds to do that. Here we are. Delicious nothing. All right. I think we've maybe lost a few spirits, but we've still got a few here. We've got, yes, I see you and Mike Toons and yeah, right. Well, let's continue then. Awakening in the middle of a prodigiously tough. Oh, you're making yourself very comfortable there, aren't you, Michael? Awakening in the middle of a prodigiously tough snore, Scrooge felt that he was. Come on now, I've got a story to tell. He was restored to consciousness in the right nick of time for the special purpose of holding a conference with the second messenger dispatched to him. Now, when the bell struck 1, he got up softly in his slippers and shuffled to the door. Now, it was his own room, there was no doubt about that, but it had undergone a surprising transformation. You see, the walls and ceiling were hung with living green, that it looked a perfect grove, from which, every part of which, bright gleaming berries glistened. And there, in easy state, there sat a jolly giant, glorious to see.
Come in. Come in and know me better, man.
Scrooge entered timidly, and though the spirit's eyes were clear and kind, he did not like to meet them.
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me. You've never seen the like of me before.
Never.
I've never walked forth with my elder brothers born in these later years.
I'm afraid I have not. Have you had many brothers, Spirit?
More than 1800.
Tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, conduct me where you will. I went forth last night on compulsion, and I learned a lesson, which is working now. Tonight, if you have aught to teach me, let me profit by it.
Grab my robe.
Oh, very well. Scrooge did as he was told, and he held it fast, and then they stood in the city streets on Christmas morning. The ghost led him straight to Scrooge's clerk's house, and on the threshold of the door the spirit smiled and stopped to bless Bob Cratchit's dwelling. Up rose Mrs. Cratchit, dressed but poorly, in a twice-turned gown, but brave in ribbons. She laid the cloth, assisted by Belinda Cratchit, second of her daughters, and in came two smaller Cratchits, boy and girl, who came tearing in, screaming and basking, in luxuriating in thoughts of sage and onion. They danced about the table. What now? And then in came little Bob, the father, his threadbare clothes darned up and brushed to look seasonable, and Tiny Tim upon his shoulder. Alas for Tiny Tim, he bore a little crutch and had his limbs supported by an iron frame. And how did little Tim behave? Oh, as good as gold, and better. There you are. Somehow, sitting by himself so much, he thinks the strangest things you ever heard. He told me, coming home, that he hoped the people saw him in the church because it might be pleasant for them upon Christmas Day to remember who it was that made lame beggars walk and blind men see. Bob's voice was tremulous as he told them this, and it trembled even more when he said that Tiny Tim was growing strong and hearty. Mrs. Cratchit left to take the pudding up, and in half a minute she entered, flushed but smiling proudly. Oh, a wonderful pudding. Come on, everyone, take a seat. Yes, gather round. Everybody had something to say about it, but nobody said or thought that it was at all a small pudding for such a large family. No, it would have been straight heresy to do so. I'm looking at you. Yes, I'm looking at you, Captain. Now, at last, the dinner was all done, the cloth was cleared, the fire made up, and the whole Cratchit family grew around the hearth. All right, my dears, gather round, gather round. I'll give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast. The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I would give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, I would. Oh, my dear, the children. Christmas Day. It should be Christmas Day, I am sure, in which one drinks the oath of such an odious, stingy, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. I'll drink his health for your sake and the day's, but not for his. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt. It was the first of their proceedings which had no heartiness. Scrooge was the ogre of the family. The mere mention of his name cast a dark shadow over the whole party, which was not dispelled for a full 5 minutes. But after it had passed, they were 10 times merrier than before. Oh, a Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us. God bless us. Every one, said Tiny Tim. Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No, no spirit, kind spirit, say he will be spared.
What then? If he be like to die, he had better do it and decrease the surplus population. Man, if man you be in heart, forbear that wicked cant until you know what the surplus is and where it is. Will you decide what men shall live and what men shall die? It might be that, in the sight of heaven, you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child.
Scrooge bent his head before the ghost's rebuke, and, trembling, cast his eyes upon the ground. Scrooge and the spirit were then again upon their travels, and much they saw, and far they went. In many homes they visited, but always with a happy end. The spirit stood beside sick beds, and they were cheerful. By poverty and, well, it was rich. In almshouse, in hospital, in jail, in misery's every refuge, the spirit left his blessing. It was a long night, well, if it were only a night, but Scrooge had his doubts of this because the Christmas holidays appeared to be condensed into the space of time they passed together. It was then that Scrooge looked about him for the ghost and saw it not. As the last stroke of 12 ceased to vibrate, he remembered the prediction of old Jacob Marley, and lifting up his eyes, beheld a solemn phantom draped and hooded, coming like a mist along the ground towards him. Am I in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come? You are about to show me the shadows of the things that have not happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Yes. Well, lead on. Lead on. The night is waning fast, and it is precious time to me, I know. Lead on, Spirit. The phantom moved away as it had come. The city seemed to spring up about them and encompass them of its own act. The spirit stopped beside one little knot of businessmen. No, said a great fat man with a monstrous chin. I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead. And what has he done with his money? Asked a red-faced gentleman. I haven't heard, said the man with a large chin, yawning again. He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know. It's likely to be a very cheap funeral, for upon my life, I don't know of anybody to go to it. I know those men. The phantom glided on. It was then they went into an obscure part of town where the spirit had never, Scrooge and the spirit had never penetrated before. Now, sitting in amongst the wares that he dealt in by a charcoal stove was a grey-haired rascal. Now, Scrooge and the phantom came into the presence of this man, just as a woman with a heavy bundle slunk into the shop. What odds then? What odds then, old Joe? Every person has a right to take care of themselves. He always did. That's true indeed. No man more so. Who's the worse for the loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose. If he wanted to keep him after he was alive, then why wasn't he natural in his lifetime? If he had been, he'd have had somebody to look after him when he was struck with death, instead of lying, gasping out his last, alone there by himself. Open up that bundle, old Joe. Let me know the value of it. What do you call this, then? Bed curtains? You don't mean to say that you took him down, rings and all, with him lying there? Oh, yes, I do. Why not? He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive to profit us when he was dead. Oh, Spirit, I see. The case of this unhappy man might be my own. My life tends that way now. Oh, good heavens, what is this? He recoiled in terror, for the scene had changed again, and now he almost touched a bed, a bare, uncurtained bed, on which, beneath a ragged sheet, there lay as something covered up. A pale light fell straight upon the bed, and on it, unwatched, uncared for, unwept, was the body of this man. Scrooge glanced towards the phantom, but its steady hand was pointed towards the head. Oh, Spirit, this is a fearful place. In leaving it, I shall not leave its lesson. Trust me. Let us go. I beseech ye. Let me see some tenderness connected with a death. The ghost conducted him through several streets now familiar to his feet, and they entered poor Bob Cratchit's house and found the mother and the children seated around the fire. Quiet. Very quiet. I wouldn't show weak eyes to your father when he comes home, not for the world. But I think he has walked a little slower than he used these last few evenings. I've known him walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder very fast indeed. But his father, he was so light to carry, and his father loved him so there was no trouble. Oh, there's your father at the door. Bob was very cheerful with them and spoke pleasantly to all the family. Oh, my dear, I wish you could have gone. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. But you'll see it often. I promised him that I would walk there on a Sunday. Oh, my little child. Oh, my little child. Spectre, something informs me that our parting moment is at hand. I know it, but I know not how. Tell me, what man that was whom we saw lying dead? The phantom led him through an iron gate to a churchyard, and the spirit stood amongst the graves and pointed down to one. Before I draw nearer to that stone which you point, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be? Or are they the shadows of the things that may be only? The spirit was immovable as ever, and following the finger, Scrooge read upon the stone of the neglected grave. No. His own name. Am I that man who lay upon the bed? No. Oh, no, Spirit. Why show me this if I am past all hope? Assure me yet that I may change the shadows you have shown me by an altered life. I will honor the Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past and the present and the future. I will not shut out the lessons they teach. Oh, tell me I may sponge away the writing on this stone. In his agony, he caught the spectre's robe. The spirit repulsed him. Holding up his hands in a last prayer to have his fate reversed, he saw an alteration in the phantom's hood and dress. It shrunk and collapsed and dwindled down into a bedpost. Oh, yes. And the bedpost was his own. The bed was his own. Oh, best and happiest of all the time before him was his own to make amends in. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. Oh, Jacob Marley, heaven and the Christmas time be praised for this. The shadows of the things that would have been may be dispelled. No, they will be. I know they will. I'm as light as a feather. Oh, I'm as happy as an angel. Whoa, look at me go. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. Hello there. What's today, my fine fellow? Today? Why, it's Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day. Oh, I haven't missed it. Oh, the spirits have done it all in one night. Do you know the poulterers? The one at the corner? Do you know whether they've sold the prize turkey that was hanging up there? Not the little one, the big one. Yes, go and buy it and have them bring it here. I'll send it to Bob Cratchit. He shan't know who sends it. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Hello? Oh, whoop. Yes, that's much too big to carry to Camden Town. You must have a cab. The chuckle with which he said this, and the chuckle with which he paid for the cab, and the chuckle with which he recompensed the boy were only to be matched with the chuckle with which he sat down in his chair again and chuckled till he cried. Now, he had not gone far when he had gone out at last into the streets, until coming on towards him he beheld the portly gentleman who had walked into his counting-house the day before, and oh dear, not him. Oh no. Hey, excuse me, my dear sir. Yes, how do you do? I hope you succeeded yesterday. It was very kind of you. Oh, and a Merry Christmas to you, sir. Mr. Scrooge? Yes, that is my name. And, allow me to ask your pardon. And will you have the goodness... Lord bless me, Mr. Scrooge. Are you serious? Yes, if you please. Not a farthing less. A great many back payments are included in it, I assure you. Will you do me that favor? My dear sir, I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Come and see me. Will you come and see me? Yes? I will. Yes, I thank you. I'm much obliged to you, sir. I thank you 50 times. In the afternoon, he turned his steps towards his nephew's house. Fred, it is I, your Uncle Scrooge. I've come to dinner. Will you let me in, Fred? No, let him in. Why, it's a mercy he didn't shake his arm off. He was at home at 5 minutes. Nothing could be heartier. Wonderful party, wonderful games, wonderful unanimity, wonderful happiness. Oh, but he was early at the office next morning. Oh, yes, if he could only be there first and catch Bob Cratchit coming in late. That was what he had his heart set on, and he did it. Yes, he did. He was a full 18 minutes and a half behind his time. Oh, dear. Hello? What do you mean by coming here at this time of day? I am very sorry, sir. I am behind my time. Yeah. You are? Yes, I think you are. Step this way, sir, if you please. It's only once a year, sir. It shall not be repeated. I was making rather merry yesterday, sir. Now, I'll tell you what, my friend, I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, I'm going to raise your salary. Oh, yes, Merry Christmas, Bob, a merrier Christmas, Bob. My good fellow than I have given you for many a year. I'm going to raise your salary and endeavor to assist your struggling family, and we will discuss your affairs this very afternoon over a bowl of smoking Bishop Bob Cratchit. Oh, he did it all. Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, Justin, I could tell you were rather concerned about that, weren't you? To Tiny Tim, Scrooge was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a man as the good old city knew. Some people Well, they laughed to see the alteration in him, but he let them laugh, and little he heeded them, for his own heart laughed, and that was quite enough for him. He had no further encounter with spirits, and it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well, if any man alive possessed the knowledge. May that truly be said of us, and all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us, every one. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to this matinee of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, starring Debbie Deere as the ghosts.
Woo! Thank you so much, Ari Tarr, my wonderful co-star as Scrooge and Dickens.
And if you want to speak to us now, we can hear you if you hold down the A button on your controller while you're talking. Make sure, don't just press it, hold it down. Please shout out any questions, compliments, insults. We would love to hear them because we can actually hear you now in the same VR space.
Some software that you guys use?
This is based off of Unreal Engine. This is our own custom software made just for this show. But if you look over here, there is a poster for Stage Presence where we are offering these tools to the public for the first time. And yeah, please contact Agile Lens to learn more.
Can you import assets from Unity and such?
Well, this is Unreal Engine. So from the Epic Store, there are some. There are also, these ones are 3D scans from a museum in the Netherlands, optimized. And these avatars are metahumans. Now, the ghost avatars were the original design is based off of Actors Theater of Louisville, where you can see our poster from 2021 when we first did the show. But since then, we've added out, and our director, David Gochfeld, has added on to the experience, and we've added a lot of bells and whistles and other things. Anyone else? Any questions? All right, well, we'll take our next one as we walk over towards the tree in the corner now. Come on, everyone.
Come on over.
Go on, shout them out. Don't be shy.
Comments about the show. Curiosity.
It would be a little nice to maybe have a third actor when you pause and freeze. It was a little jarring, but yeah, I understand what you're trying to do.
Yes. Doing the best we can, don't you know?
Thank you so much. It was wonderful.
Oh,
so
thank
welcome.
you.
It was wonderful.
Who was that?
Yes, thanks.
We can see you, but just by audio alone, we can sort of tell where you're coming from. But if you announce yourself, it makes it easier.
Well, feel free to adorn the tree
Yes.
as little Christmas globes so we can take our selfie if there are no further questions.
Yeah, go ahead. If you're feeling
One more
festive.
question. What are
Oh, yeah.
metahumans? What are
Metahumans are
That's-
the software for photorealistic avatars that Unreal Engine uses. So the rigging, however, for face tracking that makes them possible for theater is custom made by Agile Lens and our lead engineer June, who's rather incredible. After we say goodbye and take our final selfie, the credits will roll, and you can see, because we are just the tip of the iceberg of an incredible team of engineers and 3D asset designers and artists, and also our theater staff, our stage manager, and everyone, and of course our CEO, Alex Colomb. So please don't think that this was all easily done. But mostly metahumans are avatars for gaming in Unreal Engine, but we've customized them to make photorealistic avatars just for the purposes of theater.
Yes, bravo, Agile Lens.
The facial tracking was really wonderful. I could see, the shock and surprise and, all the, it really made a difference to the emotional aspect of the show, seeing the facial expression. So thanks.
Wow,
Yes,
you're
thank
so
you, June.
welcome. Thank you for that
All the
feedback.
engineers. Amazing. All right, last
I was trying to do
chance for a
something-
question going once.
Wait, someone was saying something. I heard it.
I was just saying, I was trying to do something similar, and there's a app called Flipside. They're shutting down this month, but it had very similar motion tracking, and you
Yes.
import your avatars and do a lot of the same. I was trying to make a whole music video with it, but it was too buggy. I never got it done. So maybe I'll try your software instead.
Yeah.
I worked for Flipside, and they were a wonderful company, wonderful ideas, wonderful promise. But yeah, this is,
Yeah.
in a way, yes, that is what we are working towards, to simplify it, possibly beyond all recognition. This could be the flip side of Unreal Engine. But yeah, please contact our team. We'd love to have you try out our software. All right.
The question as such, this is the Cyber Captain atop a tree. Just, hope you
Sorry?
enjoyed it. Cyber Captain atop a tree. Just
Oh,
hope
hi, Cyber Captain.
you as much as we enjoyed watching, participating. That was great. Thanks, guys.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you.
Absolutely. Wonderful. All right. Anyone else? Well, you
Everyone
really
looks
are
great in the tree.
jolly
Love it.
ornaments. All right, then. Let's take our final selfie. The camera's right over here, so let's give a wave. Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.